Hello guys, Zach here. Today we're going to be starting a playthrough of Secrets of the Magic Crystal. You may have seen the start of this game and seen how in-depth and absolutely fantastic the gameplay is. So we are going to be playing through this until we reach the end. I don't really know when the end is, just that I know we're going to have some cool horses and stuff. So if we head over to our stable over here, you'll see that we do have Gracie in here, our noble steed, or unicorn even, and there she is. And so basically by the time this video comes out, I think I will have had all of it recorded already. I'm probably just going to play this game solidly now for the next 2 or 3 days, and that should be all good. So you should know how many parts there are, how many parts you've got to look forward to, and it should be great fun. So shall we get started? I'm gonna go over here and let's head over. Okay, I was just kidding. We're not really gonna play through that silly old game. I just wanted to make a bit of a ruse and see who was, I suppose you could say, more loyal. No, it's not a test of loyalty. It's more of a who's actually going to watch this video and then have a nice surprise once they realise actually it's not a game about horses. So who have we actually got today in the real game of the day? We do have down to the south of the map in red Athena, playing as Turks, and up to the very north of this Arabia map is Naruto Fan, playing as Goths. Naruto Fan actually being Sletten, who you probably have seen me do a couple of commentaries of before. Of course, Sletten meaning sluts in another language, not sure which. But obviously, yep, the map is Arabia. We've got Goths versus Turks. Bit of an interesting one, because obviously infantry is weak against gunpowder. Obviously not janissaries, but hand cannoneers are certainly very strong against infantry even. And it's going to be interesting to see what kind of strategy Athena goes for here, because obviously we know for a fact that the fast Imperial works very well with Turks on maps such as Arena, where it is possible to have a very, very fast Imperial time due to the fact that you just don't get harassed. But Arabia's a totally different story because it's so open. But if we look at this, Athena's map is actually quite nice. He's actually got a very, very easy wall. Yes, he is going to sacrifice a bit of map control if he walls himself in, but it may just be possible that he could do a fast Imperial and go all out against Sletten here in blue. It's going to be an interesting one. The only problem is that obviously Turks require a lot of gold, and if he does coop himself up in his base like this, and runs out of gold, and he struggles to get this one here, then Athena could be in a spot of trouble. But we'll have to play that one by ear and wait and see how it goes. But yeah, I think this is a very interesting one. Turks on Arabia. We'll see what he can do. Of course, late game when you run out of gold, it's very hard to play as Turks. But when you do a fast Imperial with them, they are a very strong civilization to go fast Imperial with. Naruto Fan, Sletten even, actually coming forwards with a man-at-arms kind of rush here, which is also something we don't see very often. It works quite well with Goths, obviously, being an infantry civilization, and in the late game it could be very possible that we just see some more Goth spam like we did with that Jordan 23 and Nubferd game which I streamed. So it's going to be certainly an interesting game. Naruto Fan sticking up a watchtower on this wood here, going to force 3 wood collectors away. Not too much of a big deal because he has got, of course, wood down here, wood at the side, and I'm interested to see if Athena's actually going to go for a fast Imperial or not. At the moment he's actually making scout cavalries, so he's going to go and try to attack Naruto Fan or Sletten even at his base, which could be interesting. Of course, Sletten is going to try and take down that stable, but I'm sure, yeah, there we go, the scouts being released before the stable goes down. The only problem here is that Athena's probably going to lose a few buildings as these men-at-arms start picking away at them. In the Forgotten Empires, of course, buildings actually have less HP in the Dark and Feudal Age, so these buildings would go down a lot faster if this were the Forgotten Empires right now, but it isn't. But I wanted to talk about that because there is a lot of games going to be coming up soon from the Forgotten Empires, and I'm going to be bringing you them all, I hope. I hope to God I can do it. It should be good if I can. There's probably going to be about 5 games a day or something. So if you see a huge increase in content, that's because there's a tournament on at the moment for the Forgotten Empires, and the first games will be starting today or tomorrow, which should be pretty awesome. You can also watch them being streamed if you like, but I will also be uploading them all to YouTube once I've downloaded the recorded games and done a commentary. So that's what we've got to look forward to at the very least, but for now let's keep concentration on this game. Athena throwing up a watchtower on this gold here to keep it safe, and Sletton retreating back, deciding probably not a good idea. And Athena does still have his scouts around the back. They've been damaged a bit, so maybe he got in range of the town centre or in range of a spearman here. Of course, Sletton may lose a villager or two, which is always bad, but being chased down by spearmen, Athena isn't really going to be able to do too much if Sletton stays on his toes, which is kind of exactly what he's doing. Pretty good stuff for him, keeping Athena tucked up inside of his base. Both of them still feudal, and I imagine we'll see them go up to the castle soon. There's not really a lot you can do when your opponent is fully walled like this. You can obviously try and take out houses and cost them resources, which is exactly what Sletton's going to do, but he's not going to get through those walls anytime soon with men-at-arms. It's going to take them absolutely ages, so his best option really is to go for the castle age and maybe try and break through those walls with some battering rams or something of the sort, which is, I imagine, what we'll see as his food and gold's getting kind of high now. There we go, 800 food, 160 gold, just a little bit more to go, and he will be up to the Imperial Age, Castle Age even, not Imperial Age, what am I talking about? It's only 19 minutes in, and Athena is going to do the same, it seems. A lot of food right there, quite a bit of gold as well. He's just going to put this market up, and he too can advance. I imagine he'll be going for a fast Imperial. He's got quite a lot of farms right there. Bit of stone as well. Looks like he's going to get a castle once he does reach the castle age, just to perhaps defend, or maybe when he gets Imperial. We'll have to wait and see for that one, or even sell the stone off. Who knows what his actual plan is, because he hasn't actually got many gold collectors here, so he may be looking to sell some of this stone for gold and then advance with that to the Imperial Age. We'll have to have a close eye on that, and obviously it's letting up to the castle age first as well, so we'll see what you can actually do. Obviously he's going to be castle age first. He may be able to start putting pressure onto Athena with a forward castle perhaps. He's actually got quite a bit of stone already, so yeah, he's already gathering quite a bit, so he should have enough for a castle once he gets up to the castle age. This is starting to look a bit like an arena game at the moment. Not really much action in the Dark and Feudal Ages. Get to the castle and do a castle drop. That's what I imagine we will see Sletton doing here. And he is just going to go, there we go, send them across the map, these villagers, and build a forward castle with these guys. Interesting, I'm going to see where he puts it. Oh, he's putting it right here. Maybe just in range of this gold. I'm not sure if he can reach the back, but if we have a look at Athena right now, he's got a lot of stone. Let's have a look, see if he actually goes and sells this off once he reaches the Imperial Age. I'm really interested to see this. Is he going to do it? He's just sold some, I think. Yeah, there we go, he's selling it all off there. Oh no, he's not, he's actually building another castle in defense, here we go. But deleting it and deciding he's going to remove it and put it somewhere else. So he's going to get this castle up to stop Sletton from really pressuring this area. Of course, if Sletton has the castle here, he can defend his rams quite easily and send rams in, which may just be what happens. We'll have to have a look and see for that one. And Sletton, sorry, not Sletton, Athena actually isn't going to sell any stone off. He's actually just going to save up for another castle, but obviously he's not got many villagers gathering gold right now. In fact, no villagers gathering gold. This means he's going to delay his Imperial Age a little bit, but now he's going to go mass gold, and we should see quite a fast Imperial, maybe by 28 minutes or so for him, which would be very good in his situation. Of course, Naruto fan Sletton here can't really do actually much damage whilst Athena is behind these walls, and if Athena just goes Imperial Age, makes some hand cannoneers, makes some bombard cannons, he could take out this castle, storm across the map with hand cannoneers, and take down most of Sletton's infantry, which would be a real great strategy for him to use. There we go, just going up to the Imperial Age now at 26 minutes in. Sletten, of course, nowhere near to the Imperial Age. He's actually making a battering ram from this siege workshop. He's going to try and get through here and see if he can get into Athena's base. Of course, if he can take this castle down with a ram rush before Athena can actually get up to the Imperial Age or get many units out, then of course Sletten is going to be able to take this game by storm. However, Athena could really gain a huge advantage once he reaches the Imperial Age. Of course, with a lot of Janissaries, they have such a high attack, 17 attack, and of course also with hand cannoneers, which would be a great option to go against the infantry of the Goth player. So it's hard to call it at this stage. It looks like Athena may just gain the advantage with the Imperial Age upgrade, and Sletten again going to be a long while before he reaches the Imperial Age right now. He has got this ram. I don't know if he's making any more. No, he's not. It could actually pay off if he actually just breaks through this wall. If he goes over here, breaks through the wall where Athena doesn't have any castles or anything, gets into Athena's base and raids it with Huskarls or something, he could take the game really quickly. But we'll have to see actually how he decides to play it. He's making Huskarls at his castle already. He's got a few, but of course he can't really do much with them. Huskarls probably the best raiding unit, as they do have such a high pierce armor, 10 pierce armor when fully upgraded, I believe, and that does mean that they are very resilient to arrow fire. A castle will hardly damage them at all, a town centre the same, and they can obviously just run in, massacre loads of villagers and run out again without taking much damage at all. Sletten actually coming around to this wall here. He may do well if he actually brings his battering ram round, tries to break through, and maybe he is going to try and attempt that, making Huskarls the whole time. But Athena now nearly at the Imperial Age. Obviously Sletten's going to be a long way from that, and Athena just going to advance up right now, and there he goes, and a trebuchet coming out, so he's going to go and take out that castle very quickly and start to beat Naruto, or I keep saying Naruto fan, Sletten back. Sletten is going to try and break through this wall. There we go, Athena just walling himself in again, just going to keep walling and walling and walling so that he can't get in, whilst he works on taking out Sletten's castle. Sletten with quite a few Huskarls there, as you can see, 8 pierce armor already. Janissaries will be able to do quite a bit of damage, as they do have a very high attack. They don't actually have an infantry attack bonus, so maybe it would be a good idea to throw some hand cannoneers in there as well, though he isn't actually going to do that. And Sletten retreating from this wall, deciding I'm not going to get through there anytime soon. Some hussars from Athena as well, which obviously do get upgraded for free. Once he reaches the castle age, they go to light cavalry, and once they get to Imperial Age, they upgrade to hussars for free, which is a nice little bonus of the what are they called? Turks. There we go. He could make quite a few stables, get some hussars out, back it up with some janissaries and hand cannoneers, and he could just gain loads of the map right here. If he has a lot of hand cannoneers, he can pick off the Huskarls extremely quickly, and Huskarls are really only a problem for Athena if he masses them up ridiculous amounts, because obviously we know what Goths can do. They can just mass up infantry so quickly, and I'm surprised how many spearmen he's got in there. Actually, there's quite a few spearmen in there to pad the numbers out. Not really actually that useful, of course. Spearmen will get massacred by Janissaries. As you can see, 17 attack. These guys only have 45 HP and 2 pierce armor and 2 melee armor, so Janissaries will kill them off pretty quickly. And as you can see, Janissaries aren't that effective against Huskarls. Hand cannoneers would probably be better in this situation, but he is going to mass Janissaries, as he does have 2 castles, and of course they create fairly quickly from castles as well. Moving out over here, I've noticed as well, collecting up a relic. Of course, he doesn't want to run out of gold, taking this gold over on the side here. With these villagers and a town centre. Now he's going to obviously engage Sletten on the front here, going to be able to pick off Huskarls and spearmen as they get in range. These guys are 8 range as well, which is fairly good range wise. Not sure why he doesn't keep pushing out. He's going to use his trebuchets to take out this tower, but if he should probably just push. I know there's a lot of Huskarls there, but I'm sure if he keeps backing them up, backing the Janissaries up, they are elite now, by the way, with 22 attack, he could actually kill off this little army from Sletten. Obviously, Sletten's padded it out with a lot of spearmen there as well, so I'm going to be interested to see how Athena plays this. He could really be taking advantage of his Imperial Age technologies, bringing in some hand cannoneers, of course, and bringing in some bombard cannons as well. That would just be great for him, but he's not doing that, and he's given Sletten the chance to advance up to the Imperial Age, which he is doing just now. Of course, once he gets Imperial, he could upgrade these to Elite Huskarls, and then Athena could be in a spot of trouble. Of course, while these are elite Janissaries, you can do quite a bit of damage to these Huskarls, and I think Athena should, there we go, we'll be able to see this demonstrated now. I think he is going to start really doing a lot of damage to the Huskarls. You can just retreat away like that and pick them off. As you can see, the Huskarls really unable to do a lot of damage there. Unfortunately though, Athena did lose his 2 trebuchets, and as he retreats, killing off a lot of Huskarls there. As you can see, they are being whittled down, and if we actually compare how many Janissaries lost to how many Huskarls lost, that was a lot of Huskarls lost right there. That was half of probably half of Sletten's army, and not that many Janissaries died either, so kind of interesting. Athena probably could do a lot more damage than he does. Of course, Janissaries are quite expensive as well, and Athena's starting to run out of gold at this gold pile. Of course, he has got this gold over here and some extra food. He should be trying to do some raiding as well if he can, with some cavalry, light cavalry of course being what Athena has very good. He has good hussars. He could easily do some raiding with those, try and take out some of Sletten's economy. Of course, look at his economy right now though, pretty big. Lots of farms, obviously he's mainly going to be producing infantry. Lots of gold as well, so he can produce infantry continually, hopefully, that's his plan. And he is now Imperial as well. He's getting a castle up on his left hand side to protect his economy, and that's why castles are really used to protect eco. They give obviously a lot of line of sight, and they can do a bit of damage as well, which is a plus. Athena just getting in here, and he is going to wedge himself in this little gap and start to massacre these Huskarls, just killing them off one by one before they can even do any damage. Look at this, Sletten just feeding these Huskarls to the Janissaries, and Athena probably going to kill off this whole army from Sletten, and that is exactly what I mean by Janissaries are very strong, and Athena could have really pushed his advantage while he was into the Imperial Age earlier than Sletten there, probably killing off, oh I don't know, about 30, maybe 30, 25, 30 Huskarls there, losing about 5 Janissaries, so a real great victory on that one for Athena. And of course if he gets in here he could pick off quite a few villages as well. That would be great for him. Over on this side we do have Sletten actually going to go back over and try and clean that up. You may be able to do it with those with these Huskarls right here. Maybe he's going to upgrade them to elite very shortly. Where's his castle? There we go, elite Huskarl is actually being done. There we go, 10 pierce armor, 16 attack, 70 HP. These are a very formidable unit, and of course once they go up against things like castles, they are so good because the castles just hardly do a dent of damage. Athena coming around the back with his Janissaries, trying to pick off some more villagers. He is going to go face to face with the Huskarls now though, and the Huskarls should be able to clean this up. They are obviously very much improved now. They are elite, and they should just be able to, there we go, pick off all those Janissaries, no sweat whatsoever. Athena with a few stables on this side. He is going to try and send some hussars into Sletten's economy. He could get quite a few villager kills here, as obviously hussars, pretty decent attack, 7 attack right there. Once they're upgraded they have more attack and more defense obviously, but right now they're on very minimum upgrades, just plus 2 defense, which is the minimum really for raiding. He may just be able to kill off 1 villager. There we go, 1 villager dead, bringing in some more hussars, and Sletten will want to respond very quickly with some spearmen to kill the hussars off. And while that's going on, Sletten is moving forwards with his Huskarls, gonna get a lot of kills on this gold pile over here, which is great for him. He is gonna kill a few villagers. Oh, he was a bit late to realise there that those villagers were there. He could have killed a few more if he actually stuck around a bit longer. But, oh, Sletten is going to get straight through. Oh, Athena leaving his gate open as these villagers go inside. And, of course, now Slatin can move in with the elite Huskarls. He is just going to keep one in the gate so he can continue to bring his army through. That was a very big slip up by Athena. Perhaps it would have worked better in his favour if he just let those villagers die. And of course now Slatin got these barracks over here, going to spam the Huskarls down, and he can start working on taking out this gate. If the gate goes down, then Athena going to be in a real tough situation, as what can he use to defend against all of these Huskarls? Out of nowhere they just appear, and in they come. They may even be able to take down a castle if they get a surround on that, and of course Athena with his Janissary is going to try and do what he can, taking the hill advantage as well. But of course Slatin can very quickly replenish his army, building more barracks forward, spamming the hell out of the elite Huskarls. He is just going to come straight in and kill off whatever he can. Going to take that tower out fairly easily. If he surrounds it, there we go, that tower going to go down. Athena desperately trying to mass up some more Janissaries, but they can't really do that much damage at the moment. Over at this side, he's still going to make some more hussars to try and damage the Naruto fans, Slatin even his economy. But of course, Slatin is right inside of Athena's base. If he kills off these Janissaries, Athena will have no army left, and it looks like they may just go down. The elite Huskarls being able to slice through them very quickly, and Athena actually resigning there. Not sure what to make of that. Athena could have won it. He was so far into the Imperial Age quickly, getting up there, and he could have made hand cannoneers, which would have probably done a lot more damage to the Huskarls. He could have, of course, made some bombard cannons and just pushed out and stormed through Slatin's base, but of course that didn't happen. He did some nice harassment with these hussars at the side, but of course quickly upgrading to halberdier, Slatin was able to defend himself and putting a castle again on this side to protect his economy. And I think he played that very well. I would have said that the Turkish player probably had the advantage for the majority of that game, until of course Slatin managed to get to the Imperial Age, get his economy really strong, and then just spam the elite Huskarls, which is one thing that obviously Goths can do very well, and it often catches the opponent off guard when suddenly you've just got masses of infantry overpowering you even out of absolutely nowhere. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this game. Sorry for the little bit of a trolling start, but I thought it would just be funny and actually see who would watch that little intro long enough before quitting out to actually get the goodie at the end of it, I suppose you could say. So thanks for watching, guys. I've been Zach, and I will see you next time.